something I just thought about, man. Errol Spence got in the ring a week ago to, to announce to the world that he's the big fish still, and he is the one that is in line to fight Fundura for his two straps for the WBO and WBC at 154 pounds. But then, you got Terrence Crawford, who's also moved up to 154 as well. But then we just got big news in the boxing community that Jaron Boots Ennis, he signed to Matchroom, and there's a possibility that Jaron Ennis could throw a wrench in Errol Spence's party, man. And the reason why I say that is I always said I had Boots beating Errol Spence off the rip. Like he's too much, man. It's just like Boot. It's probably gonna look just like the way Bud whooped his ass. It's probably gonna be almost identical to that. So if Jaron Ennis decides to step up, because he has what Errol don't. Look, Jaron Ennis and Terrence Crawford both have what Errol Spence don't got, belts. So I don't give a fuck what PBC try to pull and all of that. They still got some leverage over Errol Spence with those belts. At least that's the way I feel. All right, especially moving up in weight. Jaron Ennis is going to be the one that's going to fight Terrence Crawford first. Not Errol Spence don't want the smoke, bro. So what is Errol supposed to do at 154? What is the reason I don't see him beating Boots or Bud. And you already know Bud is getting his hands on some of them belts. He definitely getting his hands on that WBA. All right, the IBF, that's a little shaky. We don't know because this Murder Taliev dude, I've been still trying to figure out who he run under. I don't know. I don't see him under the PBC roster. He's not under the Matchroom roster, at least unless I missed his name. But the PBC might try to get his hands on that IBF belt, and then they're gonna freeze out. They'll definitely freeze out Jaron Ennis after this move he made, and then they've been freezing out Bud for so long, trying not to let him get his hands on those belts. So it's just all that's gonna end up happening is Errol Spence himself gonna get froze out because number one, he's not beating those dudes. He's not beating Boots and he's not beating Terrence Crawford. So those are gonna be the dudes up there at 154 while Bud is still active up there before he retire at least. And once Bud retire and if Bud dropped the whatever 154 belts he get, if let's say he beats Boots, or let's say he didn't fight Boots but ended up getting some belts and then retired, then dropped the belts, and then Boots ends up scooping up those belts off of whoever fights for those vacant belts. And then now Boots is, he got 3-4 straps and he's undisputed. Errol Spence ain't beating no Boots, man. So you tell me how the fuck Errol Spence gonna get belts as long as Jaron Ennis reigned up at 154. He ain't getting no fucking belts, bro. So Jaron, pretty much right now, the way I feel about Errol Spence, he's just filling up space at 154, man. He's not gonna be he is not going to be a deciding factor at 154 like he was at welterweight, bro. Terrence Crawford snuffed all of that out, man. So 154 got some real killers up there, skillful dudes, and I just don't think Errol Spence is going to be that guy up there. He's not. It's going to be Bud and Boots, bro. That's going to be the dudes up there, Bud and Boots. It's that simple. So Errol's just there to collect checks, man. Errol Spence, as long as if he don't retire, he's just gonna be he is headed towards journeyman status, if you ask me, gatekeeper shit. Unless I see how he does against somebody he hasn't fucking fought. He hasn't fought in what, 9 months. So unless I see how he do against somebody else, bro, I want to see how he does against a mid-tier competitor or somebody like that. If he look even the slightest bit shaky against the number 11th or 12th ranked dude or 6th ranked dude or something like that, he's done. He's done. I think he's done right now without even seeing that shit. I think he's done. That's why they tried to fast track him to get those belts off of Fundora and Zoo to try to cash him out. They know he's done. He's done, as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, there's something I was thinking about today, man. Let me know how you feel about that, man. Errol Spence Jr. Right on the border of becoming a gatekeeper in boxing. Is there anything left, or is he finished? And did Jaron Boots Ennis just ruin his party? Drop a comment and talk to me, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one.